Pretty dope spot. It was all these like little like bars on Saint Laurent that we like do shows at, and it was like CL and BK would book it. We did like shows with this guy Atherton from Ottawa, who's like part of this group called like the Leathers, and like he would bring like these. He brought this like guy in from like Buffalo, New York, named like Dude Computer, and it was like this weird like indie fucking like white boy rap from the States, and like he was just like in line with this like we do like CL and like BK hooked up with that dude Atherton, and like he was pretty cool, and he's like still like he has some like he's like an OG like dude from Ottawa, and they do like a lot of shows in like Montreal and stuff, and we did some shows in like Ottawa at Babylon Club. Like I would be like the DJ, and it would be like CL and like BK, and like those are some pretty cool shows too.
Yeah, I can see you
On like a
remembering it.
Wednesday night, we like drove to like fucking Ottawa, like
No, but
Wednesday night, 9 o'clock show. It's like raining. There's like 10 people there. Like,
you know it. Here's the
but that
thing.
was great. I was like, yo, we're going to Ottawa to do a show. It was like,
So yo, you put a cinder block in your fucking school bag. That's
oh
hilarious.
yeah. So he they're blocking my bag once because he was like, yeah, I might have to like fight this guy, so I like need a weapon. And I was just like, I picked up my bag and I was like, what the fuck? Like my bag weighed like a fucking ton. I was like, why the fuck is my bag? I'm just like, yo, why the fuck are you putting a bag, fucking brick in my bag? Because he didn't tell me that he did it, and I just like tried to lift up my bag, and it's just
That's hilarious. That's really cool though, and I'm glad you brought it up because this is like sometimes I think people don't have context for like what a grind really feels like, especially back in the day prior to the internet. Now I'm gonna be the first one to tell people the internet grind is not a simple thing to do correctly and to do sustainably, but it is certainly not like on a Wednesday night drive 2 hours to another city to go stand in the rain with cinder blocks in your bag level of stuff, and then have to
no,
come all the way back after probably because I mean what you're gonna stay in Ottawa? I mean maybe you did. I don't fucking know. Probably depends of the
no,
night.
I don't think we did. I think we did we. No, I think we drove back. Like I don't even know who we went with.
Either way,
But yeah,
so that's like real commitment. Plus already you haven't even like really popped off or anything, and you performed in multiple provinces of this country, which is something that most of us can't even say we did. So big respect. Like I don't know if you realize how amazing these accomplishments actually are.
oh
You're
yeah, Saphir was there too.
so
Yeah,
like to
CL's
me
buddy.
it's like yeah, see I was like no, these are all the hard facts. Cool. See, I'll run it. People can see it on the screen. You contributing, my guy. Vince, do you realize how cool this is? This is fucking cool to me. I just want you to know that popping off to auto. It doesn't matter what anyone else has done. That's amazing in and of itself that you guys had that level of dedication and grind to push it through and not wasting time. That's amazing.
I mean, I'm still here, so it's like,
Yeah, but like you put in that work consistently, you know? And that's still part of the process that I mean, what do you think like going on tour is? I don't think a lot of people think about what actually the
no, I know
logistics
it's
of
a
going
lot
on.
of. It's not. It's like yeah, it's fun, but there's a lot of not of fun. A lot of not of fun. Just
Dude,
fucking
like
driving
oh
around
my
from
god.
venue to venue and doing the same show over and over again. It's just like the gratification is like meeting the fans or like being on stage and just like it's like yeah, you're doing the same songs over and over again, but it's like it's 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 draining, but it's also invigorating at the same time.
Which you know what? Most of us don't have that problem because we performed like what infrequently at different places, and we always had new songs. So it was just like, "Yo, check out my new song, guys." You know, how many times have I even done that? I don't even know. Too
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
So it's like, yo, you guys set up a show, like you planned out your whole show ahead of time.
Honestly, a lot of that is like on CL and BK. Like they booked all those shows. Like they had the foresight to do that. I just they were like, "Yo, you do this," so like come, and I did what I did like all right or well. So
Fair enough. So I mean, what happened? So at that point, apparently Cool Man saying that in the green room night, y'all end up creating Murderface, but like separately, is what I think I read.
um, where did he say that?
Way earlier. Um,
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Because I remember like kind of creating Murderface after this like
at your house.
um, yeah, at my house, but like coming up with the idea for it, it was like I went to this Halloween party with CL that we were like supposed to rap at that we didn't end up rapping at. It was like this party that was like in this fucking apartment that was above the Belmont,
Okay.
and they would have parties and throw shows there too. It was pretty lit. It was like I guess it was like a loft rave get type of thing. And CL had like performed at one before, so he's like, yeah, I rapped at these parties, because he knew this guy that like lived up there on Saint Laurent. So that's like how I got like kind of like linked into that whole like Saint Laurent party scene at first. And there was like Friendship Cove and shit like that. That was like another spot that CL would like rap at.
Interesting.
There was yeah, it was these like there was like these alternative like after hours kind of like venues. Not even after hours all the time, but they would just like throw these like weird. It was like this like rock rap music. It was just like hybrid of like music and shit. And I remember like definitely CL introduced me a lot to that. Like that's how I met Chuggo through him. Chuggo's like this dude from Toronto that had like a viral hit. Come on, fucking guy.
I don't know.
No, and it was like it was a pretty like viral hit on the internet. It's like this Canadian viral thing, and um, yeah. So and we went to this Halloween party. We were supposed to like perform there. We didn't end up performing, and then like during that like after that night, I had like come up with the idea of like yeah we should do this group of like CL and Senecal, and I was like trying to come up with like a name. It was like Montreal Mayhem or Massacre, and I just came up with like Murderface, which was I guess kind of a subliminal thing now that I think about it because it was from Metalocalypse, and there was the bass player William Murderface. So I'm sure I'd like heard that his name before, but to me it was just like it just like kind of like linked up as like this fit, and I was like yeah what about that name, and we're like yeah let's do it, and then that's kind of like how Murderface was born.